The Academic and Non-Fiction Authors Association of South Africa and the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture is calling for manuscripts to expand South African literature. The department is hoping to provide support for marginalized authors. For more on this, we are joined by Cathrine Mokoena from the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. Mokoena, pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Now, this collaboration between the department's publishing hub as well as ANFASA for the call for manuscripts is seen as a significant stride in also amplifying marginalized voices. Could you provide insights into how this initiative aligns with ANFASA's core mission and its overarching goals?
Good afternoon, and to the viewers and listeners. This is quite an important program for the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture to assist in promoting and developing the book and press sector. It's very much important, as you may know, that research that has been done so far in the country with regard to reading, for example, especially in our indigenous languages, it's next to nothing. People are not reading. Our children cannot read, and more especially in our indigenous languages. So the department saw it fit to ensure that it contributes towards inculcating the spirit of reading and the culture and the love for reading. And this is one aspect that works, that this publishing hub works towards to. Also to ensure that the department supports the authors and the publishing houses, because these partnerships talks together at the same time with supporting authors and supporting the publishing houses. So ANFASA as an association for authors, it's really the relevant space and partnership for the department to work with.
Now, the call places a strong emphasis on embracing diversity and inclusion as well, like you mentioned. Can you share some illustrative examples of these unique perspectives or themes of national importance that call or encourage authors to delve into?
Yes, we've just released adverts. It's a three-pronged advert which makes a call for authors to submit manuscripts written in all African languages, tackling topics or titles of pertinent issues in the country, because we don't want them to write for the sake of writing. And we've also released an advert that calls upon the publishers, who are ready to publish the manuscripts that will be selected and manuscripts that the selection panel would see responding to the needs of the nation. No. So we've also released a call, the third one, which then calls for practitioners, language practitioners, authors with experience and skillful ones to apply to be part of the selection committee. So that is currently going on, and yes, we think that will really come out handy to support the sector. Thank you.
Now, the initiative's commitment to also preserve heritage in authentic official languages, including languages like the Khoisan, is also quite commendable, I must say. How do you envision this effort contributing to the cultural richness and linguistic diversity of South African literature here?
I think this is very important because we know that for us to preserve, we need to record. We need to record our heritage. And if we don't record it, it will definitely get eroded. So making sure that there are books that are written in our indigenous languages, including the Khoi, it's very important. And maybe I should also indicate that we are also including the books that will be written in Braille out of the books that will be identified and approved and published. We will take 3 and make sure that we translate them into Braille. And that is all as a way to make sure that we preserve our heritage and we share our stories as we preserve them.
The Department of Sports, Arts and Culture's Cathrine Mokoena.